There we are. Well, welcome to another episode of the Alamo City Sportscast. It's been a quite a Monday, man. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was running late today. I had to go ahead and pick up the vehicle what me and the wife dropped off earlier today because her car had to get repaired. I dropped it off on Friday or Thursday over here at the Caliber Auto Care over off of Petranco and 1604. And they took a while to get this car fixed because it had all sorts of issues. And I'm thinking I'm not going to pick up this vehicle till later on today. They call me in the morning as soon as I get home from dropping off my son at his last day of school because he's starting his senior year. I barely get down to start the prep for the show. And what happens? They call me and say, "Hey, your car's ready for pickup." I need to go pick up the wife again after I dropped her off over at Methodist Hospital in the medical center. Drive over there to go pick her up, to bring her back over here on our side of town off of Marbach and 1604 area out here. So we can go ahead and pick up the car because she's going to need to be able to pick up my son later on from school when he gets out. And that's what I've been doing all morning. I've been driving all over the freeway, all over the place. I'm like, man, y'all better hurry up. I got a show to do. People are going to think that, oh, you're not going to do the show porque ya estás más pedo que la chingada. That's not the case. I had a couple beers. We had a good time yesterday over at the Mad Pecker for the best ball fantasy league over with the fantasy gods and Brandon Medina. Great crowd that came out. We saw some of our regulars. Good to meet you all. I was over there with Mike Baez. We got to see Chris Leha, Castro and Sons. Mudslingers was in the house. So shout out to all you guys. Hey, man, and they had some good brew over there at the Mad Pecker. I'm not going to lie, man. I was enjoying the libations that they had out there, and I was enjoying the Tiger Blood brew that they had on tap there. I think me and Bias tried it out, Mike Bias. Man, it was pretty good, man. Look, we got some comments already. Joshua man is damn Joe. He says Money Bass couldn't even let you use the chopper. What a jerk. Let's see what else everybody's saying here. Chris Gonzalez, do the show from the body shop. Man, that's a nice place they got inside. I'm not going to lie, man. As far as when you go and get your vehicle serviced from anywhere, usually go into the lobby, and the lobby's not much to look at. You know, you're lucky if you have some chairs to sit down. I mean, they're uncomfortable as all hell, you know, and they got some stupid show on or what have you, and it's dirty. It's not great. Over here at the Caliber Auto Collision place, man, the Auto Care place, I'm sorry. That place is nice, dude. You go into that lobby and it's nice. They got a nice setup over there. They got free coffee, free water, and all that. I'm like, well, damn, I should have been coming here the whole time, you know? So if you all boys need your vehicle service, they're not a sponsor of my show, not yet, you know, but go and check them out, man. It's a good setup they got over there. Tim Gonzalez, he says, at Christopher Leda, I had a best story about, oh God, Mike Jimenez laughing my ass off. I saw the damn story that, man, I can't believe Mike said that shit, dude. I'm gonna be honest, man. I was sitting next to the brother and I didn't hear him because I was talking with everybody else. But Christopher Leha was telling me that Mike was going ahead and using the measuring device that he used to measure the amount of snowfall that we had when we had that big old storm back in the day. He was using his wiener to measure the amount of snowfall. I was like, bro, Mike is wild for that shit, dude. I'm telling you, man. He says like off the wall stuff, but that's just Mike. Mike is crazy, dude. He's funny as hell, man. And you know what? Thanks to Mike Jimenez for showing up and supporting us, you know, and what we're doing out there with the Mad Pecker and all that over at the Best Ball Challenge Fantasy with the Fantasy Gods and Brandon Medina, and shout out to Rudy Campos Jr., host to Sweep the League. Make sure you boys go check that out. He was out there too, and he was helping do the live stream. And I gotta apologize about the video. I don't know what the hell was going on. The audio sounded great, but the video was choppy. And I got home and I was kind of watching, and I was just like, that's not what was happening when I was doing the live stream from the actual Mad Pecker itself. Video looked great, so I don't know what the fuck happened. I gotta go back and look at it and see what the hell we can do with that. Let me see. I had a comment here. Vince Trevino as, yo, y'all late. I'm charging y'all late fee. I'm sorry, man. I was trying to get here as fast as I could. I'm telling you, dude. That place over there, that Caliber Auto Care. They were taking a while, man. I'm like, come on, I gotta get out of here. Why's got to go to work? I gotta go to work. Got a show to do. So I was just running, speeding down Petranco to come over here, and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna be late, late for my own show. Mike Baez, not all heroes wear caves. Thank you, brother. What good, everyone? What's good, Tim? Christopher Gonzalez. Do you smell what's in the air? It's college football season. I did smell what's in the air. And you know what? College football season is upon us. It started this weekend. It was great to see some college football out on the TV again, sports bars and everything. It's coming, man. The best season of the year is coming. The best sports season of the year. And it's fall. Because during fall, you have the return of college football, you have the NFL season kicking off. You got, MLB playoffs kicking off. You got the return of the NBA basketball coming up here shortly. They're going to start, I believe training camp's going to be kicking off here shortly in a couple of weeks. It starts in September. And of course, we have the preseason games that are going to be occurring in October. And that's going to be exciting. It's a great time to be a sports fan. And yes, you still have other things to look forward to, like the San Antonio Missions that are going to be in their playoffs, and San Antonio FC. Hopefully they can right the ship a little bit, so to speak, and go ahead and continue their season. I want them to go in the postseason. They're defending champs, so hopefully they can make it in. And let's see what you boys are saying here. Let's go ahead and read some of your comments. There we go. Coach Gio, baseball playoffs coming soon. That is true, and I know you're happy because Coach Gio right here, he's a Seattle Mariners fan. And if you're looking at the race, MLB standings, if you're a Mariners fan, you're quite happy with what's going on right now. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the standings because Gio's over here giving us his take. He's happy to be a MLB or baseball fan. Well, right now in the AL West, you had the Texas Rangers who were leading that division, but the Rangers, they keep on choking it away, man. They keep on losing. So right now, the Seattle Mariners, they're beating the Texas Rangers right now. They're leading the division. Texas Rangers are second, followed by the Houston Astros, 74-58. So if you're a Rangers fan, this should be nothing new to you. You have already grown accustomed to, disappointment. So let's see what happens. It looks like the Seattle Mariners are going to start taking over the AL West. Texas, they can still be in it, man, but they got to keep winning. The Astros are close behind, so this is going to be a heated race. And hopefully the Astros can go ahead and just get in. If you win, you're in. Right now, the Astros are kind of trailing in the wild card race here. You still got Tampa Bay Rays leading that, followed by the Texas Rangers, and of course, you got the Houston Astros. So hopefully the Astros can keep winning because I know Astros fans just say they just got to win. That's it. The AL West is popping. This is true. UTSA versus Houston Saturday. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be the kickoff of the UTSA season. Let me go ahead and check something real quick because I know trying to get Christopher Leja to join us here. Yeah, this is Chris Leja. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and holler at him right now. Let's go ahead and call my boy up. He wants to join us, so let's go ahead and make it happen, man, because right now, I'm going to be honest with you boys, I ain't got shit done. And no show prep today. We're doing this shit live, man. What's up, homie? Hey, man, I'm going to go ahead and bring you on the show right now. Hold on. Give me a second, man. I know, dude. I got to get my adapter now. You see, that's how unprepared I am today. Now I got to get up and get the adapter. Give me a second, boys. I'll be back. All right. Got the adapter. Now I can go ahead and get Chris Leja in here. All right, Chris, you're live on the show with us, man.
What's up? What's up, everybody?
Oh,
what's greatest up, shit man? Talker of all time.
Yeah, man. So Chris Leja, owner over here of MCS General Contracting, is joining us today. And it was good seeing you, man. I was telling everybody, too, I had quite a busy Monday. I was late to my own show, dude. So I didn't want you guys to think, oh, no, but Joe's not going to be able to do the show today because he's all mama la verga, but no. I was all right, dude. I only had a couple beers.
Dude, you were turning up on that Tiger's blood, bro.
Hey, man, me and Mike Baez were getting on that Tiger blood, dude. That shit was good. It was popping, man.
Yeah, I only had that the little Mexican lager, and that shit was good, man. That shit was good.
Hey, man, why don't you tell us a story about Jimenez, dude? I didn't even hear the damn story, and Jimenez was sitting right next to me, bro. He's fucking wild, dude.
Oh shit, dude. So he hit me up talking about that concrete spalling on his patio, right? So,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, man, giving him, ideas and suggestions. And he was like, they were talking about, oh, we only got 2 inches of snow. He goes, bullshit. I got 7 inches of snow. And I was like, what? He goes, I know this because I put my stick in the snow to measure it.
No mames, Mike, bro.
And he goes, and it was cold, so
Oh, shrinkage.
Get out of here.
Pinche shrinkage way. Freaking Mike is wild, brother. I mean, he says stuff out of left field, man. I'm like, bro.
It caught me so off guard, dude. I was just like, what the hell?
He almost made you spit out your fucking beer.
For real. And dude, he said it with such a straight fucking face. Like, didn't even flinch or nothing.
Mike,
like,
dude.
He was preparing. That was his moment. He's been preparing for it for forever, dude. He got it.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, Mike could be here with us today, but hopefully he's going to be joining us Friday. We're going to have to bring that up, man. I'm like, Mike, you got to tell us your story, bro. Man, this is going to get go viral or something, man.
I'm telling you, dude. But who else but Jimenez, bro? Who else but Jimenez, right?
Yeah, who else but Jimenez? We got Jeff Garcia in here. We do have an episode of Los Locked on Spurs that's available today. I'm going to go ahead and share that. Sorry, Jeff, I wasn't able to share it sooner, man. I was busy running around all day today. So as soon as I'm in between jobs right now, working and, my first job while I'm doing the audio and video editing and all that in between, I'll go ahead and make sure that I retweet that out, dude. But Jeff is saying the YouTube covered up the music on the video that I made him that we played on Los the other day. So
yeah, dude. So I listened to it this morning on my drive, and all of a sudden that music comes in. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And I was like, geez, man, it was loud as hell too. But hey, man, I'm just gonna put this out there right now.
Yeah, dude.
I put some money down, some bets this weekend. My brother was in Vegas, so he took care of some bets for me. And
nice.
After y'all's episode, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put it out there. So I put $50 on the Spurs winning the division, bro. So
did you?
I'm like $50 on the Spurs winning the division, 25 on them winning 42 plus, and then I put 25 on Wemby winning Defensive Player of the Year.
Hey, that's the same thing that Jeff and Mike did. They went ahead and put some money on the line, to go ahead and see what the Spurs are going to do as far as their record goes. So I think if the Spurs win more than 40 games, they can go ahead and make a little bit of bank there,
Yeah. So if all three were to hit for me, it'd be like almost like $4,000, I think, out of $100. So
your parlay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't do it as a parlay. I did them all separately.
Oh, okay.
So if each one were to hit individually, it'd be like $4,000 total. So
yeah.
I'm like, can't go wrong with $4,000, dude.
Hey, man, Chris,
afford them seats.
For real. Chris Gonzalez is saying, hey, did we talk or mention the documentary on Max called BS High? I haven't seen that, man. I'll go ahead and check it out, and I'll let you guys know what it is. What I thought about it. Anthony L. Free balling on the show. Hell yeah. Hey, dude. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I wouldn't even have any show prep. As soon as I sat down to start prepping for the show, had to leave, man, because they're like, hey, your car's ready. The wife, I need to go ahead and pick her up at the medical center, drive back, get that car, and that way she can go and pick up my son later on from high school. He's attending Stevens, and I got to say, man, dropping him off today, now that he's in his senior year, he doesn't go in until about 9:50, so there was no traffic, bro. It was great, man.
Just cruising on through, huh?
Cruising on through, man. Didn't even have to worry about the traffic today, and it is Monday, so, want to give a shout out to all the kids and teachers that are returning back to school. Teachers been there for about a month already, maybe a little more, getting the school, the classrooms and all that ready for these kids. So shout out to all the kids and the teachers, man. You're going off on another school season, and hopefully my prayer is to everybody, man, especially, dropping off my son his senior year, that everybody's just safe, man. That's the only thing we can hope for now. When I drop off my kids, and I say a little prayer, when I'm driving back, that all these kids just stay safe, man. We don't need nothing crazy happening, man.
For sure, dude. Just want all these kids to, make it through the year safely. The teachers put up a lot of bullshit. So,
They're underpaid, dude.
underpaid is an understatement, bro.
Yeah,
When it
man,
comes
for
to
real.
teachers. Shit, man. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. All the Necios. Could you imagine having Fernandez as a student?
No, but way. I know my teachers had their hands full with just me and my boys in the back, We're always doing pendejadas, man. I don't even know how we made it through school, bro. I don't even know how I learned.
What did we learn? I don't know, man.
Pendejadas.
But it.
We learned that we can drink, or we can go ahead and have screwballs. First period, dude. When you're sitting in the back, somebody brings the OJ, somebody brings the vodka. Hey, man, it's 5:00 somewhere, right? That was what we did in our senior year in high school.
You were doing OJ and vodka. I was doing Sprite and codeine. Damn, bro.
Scissor, sipping on some scissor.
Syrup,
No, but dude. Hey, man, but we got some Dallas Cowboy talk to get into, man, because I know you're not a Dallas Cowboy fan. You're a Saints fan. Let's full disclosure there. But, the Dallas Cowboys, I believe news broke on Friday that they went ahead and they made a trade with the 49ers, man. So I was like, what is going on, dude? This came out of nowhere. They went ahead and traded for Trey Lance, and I believe Trey Lance was a 49ers third-round pick few seasons ago. So
yeah. They were saying that I asked my cousin today, because he's a huge Niner fan, and I asked him, I go, hey, dude, y'all really traded away 3 first-rounders to get Trey Lance, only to give him up for a 4th rounder? But I still haven't looked it up to really know for sure what they did to get him.
It looks like they went ahead and gave up a 4th round pick or something of that nature to go ahead and get Trey Lance. But the thing is, it's really at the end of the day, I mean, what are you doing? The Cowboys are going ahead now and making a trade for another QB. At the depth chart already, they have Dak Prescott, then you have Cooper Rush, and now you have, Trey Lance, and you have somebody else too. I forgot the other QB that they have on.
Will Grier.
Will Grier, yeah, dude. Yeah. So they have 4 QBs in case something happens. I get that, man. It's all for insurance purposes, but at the end of the day, the Cowboys know that Trey Lance is a work in progress. I think what their focus should be at this point is really going all in on Cooper Rush in case Dak winds up, let's say, getting injured or he's not going to be healthy enough to finish out the season. But Cooper Rush stepped in and he proved that he was an adequate quarterback. He could go ahead and run the offense. And the thing that I liked about Cooper Rush is that he was more accurate to me than Dak Prescott. And it just seemed that the offense was running and flowing a little bit better with Cooper Rush out there taking the helm. So I don't know, man. In 2 more years, Jerry's going to have a tough decision, and decide, is he going to go ahead and extend Dak, like you were saying, at the end of this season, or is he going to go ahead and let Dak walk? Because I believe his contract is for 2 more years, and the Cowboys still owe Dak a total of $36 million. In my opinion, I think Jerry should set his eyes on Cooper, man. Let Dak go, bro. The Dak era and Big D has been a failure in my eyes, because no matter what the record dictates, Dak has proven that he just can't win the big game. He just can't take this team any further. So what are they playing for, really? They're just playing for a good record during the regular season, a mediocre season, and disappointment again when you break into the wild card or you're going in, to the playoffs. I mean, it's stupid to me, man. Do you think Jerry should extend Dak?
I think Jerry should extend Dak just to piss off
Cowboy fans
and all the other Dak haters. Look, man, the way I see it is, the whole Jerry curse is real, dude. I mean, the whole curse is real, right? I think once Jerry's gone, maybe the team, takes to the next level. But, dude, it's just, I guess respect to you Cowboys fans, because y'all have been sticking that out for 28 years now, and y'all still there, showing up, showing out, showing love.
Yeah, but, for real, man. It's.
Dude, you would think they would have drafted a quarterback. I mean, Trey Lance, I don't see him as the guy. Potentially, who knows? Sucks for him. He got hurt back-to-back years, right? So he hasn't really been able to go out there and prove, what he's got. So that kind of sucks for him. And then to lose your job to injury, and they always say you don't lose your job to injury, right? But granted, Tony Romo lost his job to injury, to Dak, right? So when Dak got hurt last year and Cooper Rush was balling, I was like, dude, can history repeat itself? Is Cooper Rush really gonna replace Prescott? But nah, man, knowing Jerry, maybe he does extend Dak, but at what cost? Really, what price do you put on it? I mean, you personally, as a Cowboys fan, what would you be happy with Jerry paying him, per year?
With Dak, I don't want Dak on this team anymore, dude. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I want him gone. You know, I want Jerry to go ahead and just, just look at Cooper Rush instead, dude. I mean, at the end of
Give
the
it a
day,
shot for a
man.
year or what?
Yeah, dude. It's like, you know what? Get Dak. Just take the $36 million bath, man. Get him off the team, and hopefully, you can go ahead and get further into the postseason. Because it's ridiculous, man. The Cowboys really haven't done shit when it comes to the postseason play. It's always disappointment. Last season, they went in and got their ass handed to them by the 49ers. So I'm just like, it is what it is on that end. You're not going to have a Cowboy season without Cowboy drama some way, somehow. And Jerry's already stirring the pot before the season even gets popping,
So I saw a tweet earlier from one of the guys, Johnny Football. He goes, Jerry's just traded Trey Lance just to get the media hyped up. And to be honest, that's really what it is, dude. It's just a media move. Get the name. The name's already out there, obviously, but hype up the name even more. Get the Cowboys name brand all over the place. And I don't know, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. Being a Saints fan hasn't been easy either. No call on the Rams game. To this day, bro. To this day, it hurts. Minnesota with freaking PJ Williams not taking that block on Diggs, not tackling him. That hurt, So, but I mean, think about me as a Saints fan. I'll never sit there and say it's our year, bro. Like I'll this year, all I want is for the team to stay healthy, man. Derek Carr looks good. I'm not gonna say he looks great, but yeah, man, Cowboys fan, bro.
That's you all's boy right now, man. You all singing the praises of Derek Carr over here. You and Jimenez.
Hey, we have to, bro. I mean, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna talk him down either. I mean, I followed Derek Carr, dude, for a while. When he had that MVP season going before he snapped his leg, dude. Right before I think it was right before the playoff started, or was it the first playoff game that they had? I can't remember. And he snapped his leg, and I was like, shit, dude. I mean, they were cooking. The Raiders were cooking in that year, but.
Man, I should have brought Gio in this conversation. He's giving you shit already, Eagers. Here we go with the Saints fan complaining about the call against the Rams.
Hey, Gio, just know that S. Bryant, he didn't catch it, bro.
Oh, Gio's a Rams fan, dude. Let's be honest here, man. The Rams are his boys.
Oh, gee. Hey, how did they do when they played against, who was it, the Patriots that year?
No, I don't know. Hey, how did they do in preseason play, dude? They didn't even win one fucking game.
Dude, how do you go from Super Bowl to what they turned out last year, dude?
The decline was steep.
Dude, it's like they put them on a wheelchair and just rolling down the hill. They went from the top of the mountain to the bottom, bro.
And we need to get Gio on here, dude. We need to get Gio popping. You and Gio together, man. You're a Saints fan. He's a Rams fan. That'll get going.
For it, dude. I'm all for it.
There you go.
Man, I'm always about talking that shit, dude. Whether it's basketball, football, soccer, baseball, whatever. It's all my Astro haters. Suck it.
Hey, well, now the Rangers fans that are here in San Antonio, I saw somebody put it here in the comments. They're going to start popping off and being Astros fans now because they see that the Rangers are doing what the Rangers do, and that's choke. You know.
So it's crazy, man. I'll put this story out there, dude. So I used to be a Rangers fan, right?
No, hombre.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. So when Hurricane Harvey happened, dude, and pinche Houston, Port Houston, they're underwater and shit, and the Astros asked the Rangers, hey, let's swap series, right?
Yeah.
So they could, obviously the fans couldn't go to the game, freaking cities underwater. And what did the Rangers say?
Nope.
The middle finger and said, nah, screw off, right? That to me, I get the whole rivalry in sports and whatnot, but that's your fellow Texan, bro. Like, help them out, right?
Yeah.
So I shit you not, the day that they announced that, I was like, man, you know what? Screw this. Screw the Rangers. I'm gonna go for the Astros. And then they go on and win the World Series. Yes. They bang on some trash cans. They cheated, whatever. They go in to win the World Series, dude. And I was like, oh, damn. now I'm a bandwagon fan. I was like, dang. And I saved the post on Facebook, bro. I'll find it. I'll post it on Twitter. So
Yeah.
nobody said I'm lying, but yeah, dude, I switched over to the Astros just because I didn't like the way that whole situation went down.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. That was a bad situation all around, and that was
Yeah,
a bad look on the franchise of the Rangers, man. They could have
yeah,
done the right thing and they chose not to, you know?
exactly. So and this whole man, I get it. It's a whole rivalry thing, but when it comes to real life shit, people are dying,
Yeah.
and people are can't look at. They had what 16 lead and shit. Now they're in second.
Yeah.
I think a game behind or half a game behind the Mariners. So yeah,
Gio, I hate the Astros, man. Gio hate everything Texas, bro.
real jeez.
Joshua Jimenez, he goes, the Rams are tanking without having first round picks. He's probably not lying, dude. Oh, look at Gio says, hey, we got a Super Bowl. That's all that matters. But how long ago was that, brother?
A lot closer than the last Cowboys Super
No
Bowl.
shit, dude. Last time the Cowboys won, like everybody says, you got to break out the VHS tapes, the VCR to watch the highlights,
VCR,
bro.
yeah. No, but dude, get out of here.
Hey, man, somebody had put in here. I think it was the Mario Cavazos. He had put a comment in here. I'm gonna read it. Oh, here it is. He put, "Chale, Cooper ain't he can't win more than 8 games a year. Take the blinders off." You know what, man? I'd rather go ahead and take my chances with him, dude. And the reason I say that is that he comes in cheaper than Dak, and that way it allows Jerry to go out there and get more talent and go ahead and fill in some of the holes that the team desperately needs. Because if you go ahead and extend Dak, you're gonna wind up losing some key pieces there. You can't pay everybody. What happens to
Nope.
your offensive line, your defensive line? You're going to be able to pay your corners. In the next coming years, you've already extended one of them. So it's like there's not enough money to go around. I know everybody thinks money's unlimited, especially when we're talking about Jerry Jones. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, there's only so much he can do. So if he goes and extends Dak, much like he did Zeke, they're just not good moves in my part.
Yeah.
I mean, the quarterback's a quarterback. Dak is, and I was in the conversation for one of the top 10 QBs in the league.
Yeah.
But he, in my opinion, just the eye test. He doesn't pass the eye test. When I look at him out there, dude, he just doesn't look like he's going to be that leader that this team needs that's going to get him to the next level. That's why I'm like, you know what? Let Dak go, Jerry. Go ahead and put some of that money maybe back into the defense on both ends of the ball, not only the offensive end, but on the defensive end as well. Maybe go out there and if, over time, if you can go ahead and make a good move to go ahead and get a solid QB that's going to
Yeah.
be helping the team, move forward in the future, maybe you should do that. But you can't let your heart get in your feelings. You can't get in your feelings, Jerry. I
For real.
think that's the thing that he does too much.
So I mean, you paid Diggs, right? Or who? Right? They paid Diggs this
Yeah.
cost, right? And you still got to pay Micah. How much you gonna pay him? What is he gonna demand? Right? And like he said, you can't pay everybody. But Tim Gonzalez said, "El Moneybags will buy the Cowboys, bro. Once Jerry Jones leaves, hey, El Moneybags will ball out, dude. He'll pay everybody. He don't care.
Yeah.
He'll pay the taxes. He don't care."
People watching me right now, they're like, what happened, man? Because the screen went black. I had to switch over, man. So I use two systems when I go and do this live stream. I'm using OBS Studio in conjunction with the live streaming platform I use. So I use something called a virtual cam. So I didn't use OBS right in the beginning because I was running late. So during the conversation I was having with Chris, just being honest with you boys, I went ahead and switched over to OBS and turned on the virtual cam. That way we can go ahead and run things as we normally do. And one of those things is going to go ahead and be ad reads. So we got to go ahead and do an ad read right now. Why not? Since you're on the show today, Chris, we got to go ahead and give you some love, brother. MCS General Contracting, more than 30 years of combined experience in concrete placement. They are the best in the business, honest pricing, high quality work. They get going on house foundations, driveways, concrete patio decks. If you want to extend the deck, extend the driveway. If you're a business and you need to put together a slab, a parking lot, or other concrete placement services or sidewalks, Reach out to MCS General Contracting at 210-774-9155. They're confident in their skills, so give Chris Leha over at MCS General Contracting a call at 210-774-9155. And thank you for being a sponsor of this show. And what do you say, Chris? MCS General Contracting has the hardest concrete in the business, right?
Right, dude. That's right. The hardest concrete in the game, bro. You know?
Yeah, man.
The best decks in town, bro.
There you go, man.
I gotta be careful when I say that.
Jimenez might be watching. He might want to measure, man.
No, bro. We're not. Let's not get into that, dude.
Wait, dude, for real, man. That boy's wild, man. I still can't believe he said that, man. But I was looking at Twitter a little while ago just to see what was happening because my boy Jeff Garcia always likes to put out stuff up there when it comes to like pop culture and geek talk. And man, this brother right now, he's got some discussion going on about GoBots. No mames, dude. I mean, you were back in the day, man. Like when I grew up, GoBots, man, those were for the kids that couldn't afford Transformers. We'd call them the knockoff Transformers. So I don't know what Jeff's smoking, dude, but GoBots, I don't know, man. I never played with the GoBot. I never had nobody buy me no GoBot. It was puro pinche Transformers, man, from day one.
Hey, careful, dude. You're putting out there that was for the poor people and all you had was Transformers. So maybe Jeff was right, dude. Who really is Moneybags?
No, like when I was a kid, man, like that's all I played with. I played with nothing but Transformers, So it's like, if you brought me a GoBot, it's like, y'all can have that, man. I don't want that garbage. I don't want to touch that thing, They were cheap, dude. The GoBots were cheap. They were all plastic. A Transformer was made out of metal, dude, like a Tonka truck. It was metal and plastic, dude. So I'm just saying.
Transformer was built to last, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like you had your loyalties, like if you're a car guy, right, you're going to be like, hey, I have a truck, and you're going to either be a Dodge dude, you're going to be riding with Ford, you're going to be, Toyota or Nissan or what have you, you ride or die with your brand. Transformers was my brand, dude, back in the day. So Jeff's over here already stirring the pot, man.
Oh, dude, these comments, bro.
I'm telling you, dude. You see what I'm saying, right?
Damn, Jeff rags to riches and Joe riches to richer.
I know somebody saw me getting, I think it was Mike or somebody said something. Oh, let your boy ride your car. Let him drive your car to school today. Hell no, I ain't letting my boy drive my caddy to school. Hell, he can go ahead and drive the wife's car.
Number to do, he's gonna scratch it up. No,
yeah, dude. You know how they go over the damn curb and shit. There goes the chrome wheels, dude.
Hey, dude, I have my big old truck. I go over the damn curb.
Yeah, man. But you see, you got the big old tires too. So it's not gonna bother you. Yeah, I see women going over the curb all the time in the little cars, man, and those little Kias with the 13-inch wheels. Yeah. Oopsies, that's my wife, bro. I'm like, no wonder the wheels are all fucked up on the car, man. It's like, geez, man. Oh, look at here. They would put on here, Joe Gonzalez, I would rather dinosaur robot at the flea market than a trash ass GoBot. I'm telling you, man. Trash ass Go. You know who loves GoBots? Who's a big fan of GoBots, by the way? Give him shit all you want. Sweep the league, dude. Freaking Rudy Campos Jr. He loves him some GoBots, brother. I'm like, bro,
yeah, I think he did. I think he did reply to freaking Jeff's tweet talking about it. That's right. It was. I think he was the only one that was like, "Yeah, GoBots."
And look at number Tim Gonzalez. He says Moneybags is saying on Mike Jimenez on the pizza. Yeah, he was dragging his ass over that damn pizza, and I knew that shit was gonna happen, man. I was like, Mike, you're doing what? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna order a Hawaiian pizza. Pineapples go on pizza, right? I'm like, bro.
the moment he asked, I was like, "Yup, it's time to go to work."
His ass is getting dragged.
It's time to cook. And yeah, that's why I took the picture and I sent it to Jeff. I was like, "No words needed."
Yeah, man.
I was like, "You handle your boy on this one."
Yeah.
Pineapple don't go on no pizza. Bro.
I saw that, man. Jeff always tries to distract from the fact, and I tell him, don't let it distract from the fact that Jeff Garcia will always be known worldwide as Moneybags. And there's the damn picture. I put it up for him too. We ain't never gonna forget, the diamond ring, the gold chain, the top hat, the stacks of cash. Nor will we ever forget the infamous steak that he ordered through Uber Eats, bro.
I'm telling you, dude. When I did the Lowe's with him, and all of a sudden he was like, "Oh man, I gotta go." I was like, "That steak showing up, ain't it?" I'm like, "You don't want to see me. You don't want me to see you eating that steak, huh?"
Yeah, he don't want nobody seeing him eat that steak on camera. And even
Man,
Mike was saying when he saw Jeff and he called him out, he's like, "What is that?" No, it's a steak. And Jeff looked at the camera and he was like, "Damn." He already
he,
knew what's happening, man. Hey,
he
let me
already
go
knew.
ahead and stop real quick and give some love here to Jeff Garcia with Locked On
They,
Spurs. And I am the featured guest today. Just make sure you all boys go out there and listen to the Locked On Spurs, the latest episode, and follow Jeff Garcia at Jeff G Spurs Zone. So here we go. Here's the ad read. Locked On Spurs is your daily Spurs podcast hosted by Jeff Garcia, the lead Spurs writer for Ken's 5 San Antonio. Jeff has a healthy plethora of guests all the time on the Locked On Spurs podcast. You can also follow Jeff on threads at Jeff G Ken's 5 SA. You can also follow Jeff on Twitter at Jeff G Spurs Zone. So make sure you go ahead and give Jeff a follow not only on threads and Twitter, but also on YouTube at youtube.com/at Locked On Spurs. This is where you're going to be able to find the replay of the Locked On Spurs podcast. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, like I said, man, make sure you go and check out the latest episode of Locked On Spurs because your boy here is featured on today's episode, and it was quite fun, man. I got to say, me and Jeff were going back and forth because he was saying, do the Spurs have what it takes to go ahead and make the playoffs this season? I gave my rebuttal on the reasons why I didn't think so, and a lot of that has to do with the depth. And I went
yeah,
ahead and explained that to Jeff in detail. We had a little back and forth. Was a good episode, man. So make sure you check it out. What's up?
yeah, dude, I checked it out. That was good. That was a good one. Yeah, man, I'm conflicted sometimes when it comes to the Spurs. You know, I want to see Keldon take a leap. I want to see what Jeremy Sohan's gonna do. Vassell. I mean, the good thing is we got all these young guys, man, and if they, with Coach Pop, they put in the work. I think we'll be all right, man. I made the bets that I made in the hopes or the thinking of maybe the Spurs do make a trade, right?
Yeah.
Before the season officially starts, or a quarter of the way through or midway through before the deadline, that really takes them to the next level, right? Who that trade would be, man, honestly, man, I don't think the league really wants to help the Spurs, right?
You know what the Spurs really need? I mean, I'm be honest with you guys, man. As far as their depth chart goes, and you're looking to see the positions that are already filled, the Spurs are kind of thin at the point guard position, and it's not a knock against Trey Jones. Trey Jones is more of that solid backup point guard, somebody who's going to go ahead and run that second unit, and give your starters a breather. That's usually what happens. They're going to go ahead and start put in the starter for more than half of the first quarter, then sub him out and put in Trey Jones to finish the quarter. Finish the quarter strong with the second unit. But I just think the Spurs when you look at the other teams that are in front of them, talent-wise, that have already gone farther into the postseason, they all have one thing in common, and that is that they do have a solid point guard that's going to be able to run that offense on that particular team. And again, it's not a knock on Trey Jones. I think Trey Jones is a solid point guard, but he's more of that point guard that's going to be filling a role, coming and leading that second unit. So until the Spurs, in my opinion, really go ahead and solidify somebody at that point guard position, they're not going to be able to go ahead and get past, being flirting around with the play-in. Even if you get into that play-in tourney, I don't think the Spurs have the depth needed to go ahead and move forward. If you look at another team, for example, such as the Pelicans, on paper, the Pelicans have a more talented roster than the San Antonio Spurs. And when the Spurs went up against the Pelicans in the play-in tourney, they showed that they had no business there. So I'm just saying, from a depth standpoint, I think the Spurs still need to go ahead and solidify some positions. And Jeff and me, we're kind of talking about, hey, the Spurs are going to be better defensively because of Wembanyama. I said, no doubt, as far as their interior defense goes, I don't have a gripe with that. I said, but however, the Spurs were getting killed last season from beyond the arc. So you're going to tell me that having Wemby solidify the interior defense is automatically going to go ahead and correct the issues that they had from defending the wing? The teams were shooting lights out on the Spurs last season, so I don't think that issue is going to be solidified or addressed, So I think it's going to be still, the Spurs are still going to be lacking in that department. So that was just my opinion. I mean, what do you think, Chris?
Look, man, so when I look at the division overall, right? So, like you said, the Pelicans, they were, 9 last year in standings overall, so they were in the play-in. Dude, I just the Rockets ain't gonna get any better. Let's just get that out of the way.
Yeah,
Now.
they're tanking, bro.
I don't give a crap what they say. They're not gonna be better than the Spurs, right? The Mavericks, dude, they had Kyrie and they couldn't get their shit figured out. And then of course at the very end, what do? They go and lose that game to lock in that top what was it, top 10 pick. The Thunder and the Pelicans, they were what, 42-40. The Pelicans and the Thunder were 40-42, right? Let's realistically, I mean, we all know what the Spurs were doing last year, right? With the whole tanking. I mean, we're not going to sit here and say the team completely sucked, right? 22 wins doesn't truly, to me, reflect the overall season and, what the team was. Because if you look, I mean, how many games did everybody truly play? Freaking Sohan, what did he play? 50 something games last season total.
Yeah,
Vassell only played like 40 something, I think. Let me see. I'm gonna look it up.
No, Devin Vassell, he missed quite a bit of games because he had injury. That was later on in the season, in the second half of the season, and that was fine. I'd rather they rest him.
Yeah, so he played 38 games last year.
Yeah.
Vassell, right. So and then let me see. I'm a numbers guy sometimes, man. I gotta see these numbers and know. So yeah, Sohan had 56 games played last year, and then who else? Shit, the only real one that was there the whole time I feel like was Peter Keldon overall.
Yeah,
because he played 63. Yeah, man. Look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what to fully expect when it comes to this new season. How the guys are going to click overall, who's going to play what position, right? That's the biggest thing on Twitter, right? Who's going to start and who's going to play what position? Where do you put Wemby? Where do you put Jeremy? Keldon off the bench, Keldon starting. Is it Vassell off the bench or is he starting? There's a lot of things going on, man. And I swear, dude, these Twitter GMs and fucking Twitter head coaches, I swear, dude, they drive me nuts, man. They're always like, oh, well, we got to get rid of this guy and this guy and get. Dude, I mean, yes, who wouldn't want Damian Lillard, right, on their fucking team? For me, I'd be happy with that.
But what are you willing to give up?
Yeah, I have to do all the time. Realistically, what are you willing to give up? And everybody's always like, well, we have 50 picks to choose from, and I'm like, do you really want to give up all those picks for a guy that might leave in 2 years?
No.
You know what I'm saying? You're banking on him. You're trying to convince him to stay. Can you convince him to stay? I don't know, man. It's going to be an interesting season. I'm still kind of trying to get it all figured out in my head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like how do I see this team playing out and making it work? But I'm gonna put as much as pinche that dude on Twitter hates it, I'm gonna put my trust in the front office and Coach Pop to put something together, put this team together the way it's supposed to go, and then just see where it goes, man. We haven't seen this unit play a single game together, so we don't know what they're gonna bring.
What they're capable of.
Yeah. So what do you need? 10 games, 15 games, half a season to really say, okay, this is the team we want to play. Because dude, last season, how many lineups did we have? Throughout the season, I feel like this the first half of the year is gonna be the same thing. We're gonna have all these different crazy lineups going on. The only constant is gonna be Wemby. Wemby's gonna start every freaking game, and that's it. Other than that, we're gonna see who starts at what position and who cuts off the bench and go from there, man. But I mean, I'm just gonna chill. I made my bet saying that they're gonna win the division because I just don't see the Pelicans continuing to be. I mean, they only won 40. I mean, I say only won 42 games because we won 22, but I don't see the Rockets making a big jump just yet. The Mavs with Kyrie and Luka, who knows what they're gonna be. Luka Panzon over there doesn't want to work out or play defense. He gets tired, he says. Oklahoma, yeah, they're probably the biggest threat.
They got Chet coming.
Yeah, they're probably the biggest threat in the division next to the Mavs, just because the Mavs have Kyrie and Luka. But I don't know, man. Let's just all relax.
Yeah, let's relax.
Put small bets on crazy things like I did.
Hey, let me do another ad read, and then we're gonna get into a story that I wrote. I read on the Daily Mail about a haunted painting. And how would you return that? How would you go about returning a haunted painting? You know, like you buy something from an antique store and then you're like, you know what? I don't want no part of this thing. You can have it. You know, and are they going to, and if you bought it from an antique store and they wanted to get rid of it, do they have the right to refuse to go ahead and take it back? Well, we'll talk about that when we get back. It's funny, man.
Uh,
JPAR Real Estate has been a proud sponsor of ours since day one. Check out Cynthia J. Sanchez. Her reviews can't be wrong because all of the people that she sells homes to, they give her 5 stars and say that she is prompt, that she is understanding, that she communicates well, that she calls back, that she answers questions correctly. And yes, they say that she is good at what she does. If you are in the market to buy a home, sell a home, whether it be a rental property, primary residence, or Airbnb, reach out to Cynthia J. Sanchez from JPAR Real Estate. Her number is 210-273-0748. She has 16 years of experience in real estate and is a former claims adjuster with USAA, so she knows what she's looking for when she's showing you those pre-owned homes. Give Cynthia J. Sanchez a call at 210-273-0748 for all your real estate needs. Yeah, so make sure you do go in and check out Cynthia J. Sanchez for all your real estate needs. Again, her number is 210-273-0748. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this discussion. Chris, I went ahead and read the before I got online here with you guys. And this came up on the Daily Mail. Apparently, some woman went ahead and purchased a haunted painting from some antique store. And let me go ahead and read you what the headline says. It said, okay, here's what the excerpt from this whole article was. It says, I'm the owner of a haunted painting. It's turned my life upside down. Woman claims she brought a portrait of a girl that she brought from a charity shop, and it has enchanted her mother quite like Gollum from from the Lord of the Rings, and now she wants a professional to lift the curse. She says that her mother cannot stop looking at the painting and it's enchanted her. And then the lady that the daughter who actually purchased the painting says that she can't stop staring at the painting either and touching. She likes to touch the painting's cheeks, the girl's cheeks that are on the painting. So
hey, whoa, careful now. What cheeks?
I'm just saying her face cheeks.
Oh.
Let me make that clear. But Zoe, that's the name of the person who owns this particular painting. She is 36 years old, and she took a picture of it and she showed it to her mom, and her mom immediately became transfixed with it, urging her to buy the said cursed painting. So the mom went ahead and bought it. But the girl says, the woman, she says as soon as she's brought it back, she had to wear like 4 pairs of like pajamas and stuff because it was so cold in the house. And the picture is creepy as hell, dude. I ain't gonna freaking lie, dude. I'm gonna share this on Twitter. But the thing is, she's trying to go ahead and give it back. She doesn't want it. She wants to give it back. She wants to go ahead and have somebody come in and lift this curse. But since we're getting into spooky season, near October and whatnot, bro, if you brought some bullshit like this inside the house, what do you think your wife would tell you?
Number, bro. First off, I wouldn't even buy that shit, bro.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I'll be hell no.
Hell no. Hell no. Hey, throw the whole house away, bro, at that point.
Burn it.
Burn it, dude. Hey, man, that's one thing I don't mess with, dude. Call me pinche the Mexican in me, bro. I don't mess with that brujeria shit and all that crazy nonsense, bro. Hell
bro. No. I gotta show you guys this, man. Look at how this lady bought this damn painting, bro. This is wild, man. Y'all think Jimenez is wild. This lady's even wilder than Jimenez. Check this out, dude. She went ahead and purchased this picture, right? This painting. And let me go ahead and share it to her. There it is. The screen's fixed now. So look at what it says. It clearly says sold, right? And the other little sticky that they have on there says possibly cursed. And she still brought this fucking painting. Like, bro, what the hell's wrong with you, man? Why would you want something like that in your house? She fucked around and found out, and now she's like, I don't want it.
And now my house is cold.
My house is cold and it is haunted. Like she hears knocking at the door when it's just nobody in the house. All sorts of weird stuff is happening. She sees black figures standing in front of her and all sorts of weirdness, man. Like, get this shit out of your house or burn that some bitch,
pinche holy water real quick, bro.
They need to do something, man. But I'm just saying, dude, that's the craziest story I've heard just to start this week. Like she went and legit brought a cursed painting. It even said possibly cursed, and you still went ahead and bought it. Like, bro, what's wrong with you? You know,
bro. I'm sorry, but it had to be a white woman, right?
Yeah, of course, brother. Of course.
You know us Mexicanos, bro. We see that we see possibly cursed under. Hell no, dude.
I want to look at it. I don't even want to look at the damn thing.
No, I ain't trying to look at that shit no more, dude. Freaking he meant Moneybags posted a tweet. I think over the weekend. I guess like the Annabelle doll.
Oh yeah, Annabelle. Yeah.
It was should I buy it? And somebody was like, yeah. I was like, man, I'll tell you what. Once Moneybags moves down here, and he tells me that he buys that shit, I ain't going to his house. Hell nah, dude.
Yeah, man. No, he won't buy that. He just playing, dude. There's no way that he could possibly do that. But yeah, man, that was a crazy story. We're gonna have a wild story for you guys tomorrow too, because we're gonna talk about a sighting that somebody took a video of, and I saw it on Fox 29 on Instagram. So some brother out there, went ahead and took a picture, right? Mexicano, I believe it was, and he's showing something in the sky, and he's like, "What is this? Is it a effing UFO? This and that?" To me, it just looks like something was maybe entering the atmosphere, exploded, and made a big old bright light in the sky. But to each his own. You can interpret it however you want. I am going to go ahead and play that video tomorrow when we have our next guest on, and that's going to be Carolina Teague. So it's going to be Tuesdays with Teague. And Carolina, I already called her yesterday. We talked, and I told her, when you come out on the show tomorrow, you got to tell everybody about your UFO story. So she has a UFO story, and it's really funny, man. And there may have been drinking involved too. So I told her, are you sure you saw a UFO, girl? So she's going to go ahead and share that story with us tomorrow. And it's going to be hilarious, man. But Carolina says that she's seen a couple of UFOs. I'm sorry, man.
There's a pinche firefly, bro. My mom missed.
No, probably, man. But either way, it's going to be a fun discussion to be had with Carolina as she joins us tomorrow. But yeah, dude, I just thought that story was so wild as we start getting closer and closer to the season of Halloween here.
The spooky season.
Spooky season, dude. I'm not messing with no haunted paintings. Something could possibly be cursed, haunted. The one thing I'll never buy old haunted paintings. I ain't never going to mess with no porcelain dolls, bro. For real. Like if you go to an antique shop and the wife tells me, hey, I like this doll, I got to bring it home. Hell no.
Dude, I've heard stories, dude, of people playing with Ouija boards or whatever the hell.
Yeah, right? Bro, no.
Dude. And they're like, nombre, dude, we were messing with it. And then we were staying outside, and all of a sudden we see this figure underneath the street light. And I'm like, why were you messing with it in the first place, bro? Like, why even
put out the vibe, you know?
That's one thing I don't play with, dude. Hell no, man. Call me what you want, bro, but I ain't messing with that shit.
Oh, check this out. Tim Gonzalez put, so Connor and Brandeis brought the fan base on Saturday night. I heard that, man. I heard that was a great game.
All the high school games were good this weekend. I think they said one that was kind of lackluster. Steel, was it Steel? I think somebody said that it wasn't a good game, or they mopped the floor with whoever they played.
Yeah, usually that happens, man. Steel's a good team, you know.
Dude, I remember when I was at Jeff, and we played Steel one year in the playoffs. What's that dude's name? That was there, the running back. ¿Cómo se llama? He went to UT as well.
Sincere?
No, another one. Remember, dude, I'm not that old, so this was in 10 or 11. What's that guy's name? I don't know, dude. Anyways, man, he was bigger than our whole freaking our whole defensive line. He was just rocking everybody, dude. I went to that game and I was like, why am I here? I'm like, the game's already over. It's only been 10 minutes.
Throw in the towel.
Dude, those dudes were just running over us. I can't remember that guy's name, man.
Yeah, I remember way back in the day when we used to play football, dude. The one team I hated to see, Carrizo Springs, bro. Those are some big boys, man. The word of the day on that one was pain.
I'm telling you, man. Some of these kids, man. I look at them. I have a cousin whose son is 16, bro. He's like 6-something. Malcolm Brown. There he goes. Tim Gonzalez.
There it is.
That's the one. Malcolm Brown, dude. He was running over our freaking lines, dude. Just crushing them. I was just like, this is embarrassing. I don't want to be here anymore. I was like, I love my school. I got school pride, whatever, but I'm out, bro. I was like, nope, be gone.
And look at this. Tim Gonzalez says, I hope CT paid her light bill. Hopefully she paid her light bill, and hopefully she wears a bra tomorrow for tomorrow's show, man.
Yeah. Hey, somebody might hop on the episode tomorrow.
I got to tell her, you're going to be doing that, girl. We got to do OnlyFans or something, Hey, look at here. Jeff Garcia put Locked On Spurs from Locked On Spurs. He puts, remember the time Jimenez says Paige Sporonic is his best friend. Man, he was showing us pictures yesterday of some other person that now is his other close friend. Remember that, Chris?
Dude, that boy Jimenez, bro. Hey, maybe he does have game after all.
Oh, bro, man. I can't with this boy, man. He's wild, dude. He just stuff just comes out of left field with him, dude. You just never know what's gonna come out of his mouth, dude.
I'm wondering when we do our next Spurs Twitter meetup or whatever. Whenever we go out for drinks again, I'm like thinking, what is he gonna say this time,
dude?
What's gonna come out of his mouth this time?
Jimenez is wild, bro. But as we start bringing this show to a close here, let me go ahead and play our last ad read. And this is going to be by Serenity Manor. You make sure you go and check that out. It's an event venue that's located over in Helotes, Texas. And as we start getting into the cooler parts of the seasons here, October coming up, September, November, this might be a venue you might want to check out if you have an upcoming, let's say family reunion, a get together, or a quinceañera, a wedding. Go ahead and check out Serenity Manor. Serenity Manor is an events venue located at 14405 Old Bandera Road, across from Flores Country Store, set in a historic building that is over 100 years old. You can have a baby shower, bridal showers, quinceañeras, sweet 16s, corporate events, weddings. There's an indoor and outdoor venue with a dance floor and a sand volleyball court out in the back, set under the shade of the trees, and there is beautiful lighting in the evenings. Serenity Manor is a very beautiful place that is very family-oriented, and they have rotating Thursday nights. They have karaoke and game nights. They also have a bar that serves beer, wine, and margaritas. So after a concert at Flores Country Store, you can go over, diagonal across the street, catty corner, grab a beer, get away from the crowd, and check out the beautiful Serenity Manor. Yeah, so make sure you go and check out a sponsor here of the show, Serenity Manor. Again, their location is 14405 Old Bandera Road over in Helotes, Texas, and they're just catty corner across the street from Flores Country Store. So we're going to go ahead and start bringing this show to a close. I heard you giggling over here, Chris. What was happening, man?
I'm just reading these comments, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, man.
Freaking Tim Jimenez has probably become a pimp daddy.
Jeez, man. Jimenez did not appear to have any game. Oh, my God, Daniel Castro. JC
double drink Teague. I think you meant to say double doink.
Double doink. Tell her about the double doink again. JC goes, hey, hope everybody got their kids to school safely. Traffic is wild out there. Be careful. You're not lying, brother. It was pretty wild early in the morning as I was driving the wife to work because of everybody taking their kids back to school. But like I said, man, you drop off your kids at school, man. Make sure you say a little prayer, man, just so everybody stays safe in all the school districts, not just here in San Antonio, but, nationwide, man. We just want everybody to get through the day safe. And I think that's the one thing that as parents now we got to think about. It's in the back of your head, every time you drop your kids off at school.
Dude, my son's not even in school yet, and I think about that.
Yeah, man.
I was in Uvalde 2 weeks before that happened, bro, and then I was there about a month or so after. That city, man, just that whole situation, dude, is just
it's bad, dude. My stomach, man, it was just turned. It sunk, dude. My heart just I just felt my heart just go out to these people, man, these kids, the community and whatnot. Nobody wants to go ahead and think about that, but it's something that we got to think about in today's trying time. So every time you drop your kids off, man, make sure you say a little prayer, man, for these kids that they just get through the school days safe. That's all we want,
We just want everybody to go to school, get their education, be safe, be happy, come home to the parents,
Yeah.
Be good, man. That's it. It's all we can ask for, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, well, I appreciate you, man, coming out on the show today to be our guest, and anybody else that wants to hop on the show and be our guest, hit me up in the DMs, man. This show is created so we can go ahead and have discussions, not just online, but also I'd like to talk with the fans as well, bring them on the show and make them part of the show, because this show is not made possible without the continued support of our normal fans here, our normal go-tos that we have in the chat
Yeah.
every day. But man, we appreciate anybody who gives us a listen, takes the time to, go ahead and give us a comment or whatever. I mean, this show is made and fueled by you guys, the listeners, the fans. So man, if you all want to come out on the show, you got something to say, I'd be more than happy to go ahead and give you some time, man, just like I did with Chris.
Hey man, I appreciate you having me on, dude. We'll figure it out, man. Next time I'll be there in person. I'll bring a bottle of Crown, and
Now you go. There you go.
shoot the shit, man. And once everything really kicks off, the NFL season and basketball picks up, we'll have a lot more to talk about. All I can say is puro pinche who that, puro pinche Red Raiders a la verga, bro. And if you hate, you hate. I don't care. Those are the teams to go for. Puro Astros and puro Spurs, bro. That's it.
Puro pinche Spurs, man. There we
Puro
go.
pinche Spurs. At the end of the day, I'm glad we can all agree on that, bro. Puro pinche Spurs.
Yeah, finally feels good, right? For the city and the fans to be united, not be fighting with each other. Just get behind the team you got and look forward to seeing what Wembanyama can do with this San Antonio Spurs squad moving forward, man. So
I'm waiting for my jersey to come in, bro. It should be in this week, my Wemby jersey. So
there you go. You're gonna wear it, man. Wear it with pride, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hey man, we gotta still figure out that whole Spurs watch party too, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be should be a good time with everybody. All the necios.
Yeah, dude, we're in the Twitter chat, man. We got to add Fernandez to that también, dude, so he can be in there. Maybe come into town when we have that popping.
For real, I'm down, bro. I'm down.
All right, Chris. Well, thank you for your time. I greatly appreciate it, brother. Bro. And I'm gonna go ahead and start bringing this show to a close. I'll talk to you later. All right.
All right, bro. Take it easy, man.
Later, man. All right, fellas. Well, that's about all the time we have for today's show. Again, I thank you guys so much for just tuning in and interacting with us as this show got started a little late today, but we got everything we needed to talk about in. We're going to talk with you guys tomorrow. We're going to go and bring in the one and only Carolina Teague for Tuesdays with Teague, and she's going to share her story about how she saw a UFO, and I'm going to share the video that I saw out on Fox 29 earlier yesterday about somebody taking a video of something exploding in the sky. We don't know what it is, but we'll leave it up to you boys to give us your thoughts on what you think this is. So that's about the time we have for today's episode of the Alamo City Sportscast. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you boys tomorrow. We're out. Peace.